Hello, welcome back. We will continue to look at the multiple choice questions for chapter 13 of the Java book. We're going to resume from question 13.24. Analyze the foreign code. So we have this is the date object. So we're going to clone it. And now, so here, that's the issue here. Now look, here is assignment. It's not equal. All right, so what is this? First, this is the object. That object is not clonable, so that's not right. This is clonable. So here, in this causes a compile error because you cannot have assignment. Actually, you can. So you can have this assign this reference. So now look at this. It causes a runtime error because you cannot have assignment statement inside the assignment statement. No, this is so here the program has. Let's look at this has a compile error because the return type of clone method is all right. So that's the problem here. So when you do this, the clone method returns the object, but this is the date. So you have to cast it. So that is here, D. The output from the foreign code is, so this is a array list. So you're going to have this at New York to list. And you have list one is the clone of list. So that's correct. And now you have list.Atlanta, list one.Dallas. So what is list one now? List one is New York, Dallas. So list and list one, they're two separate lists. So here, New York, Dallas is the one. The geometric object and circle classes are defined in this chapter. Analyze the foreign code. Which statements are correct? Here is new circle 3. So that's fine. And so the program has a compile error because clone method is protected in object class. No, that's not the reason. The reason is we did not define the implement the clone. So to enable a circle object to be cloned, the circle class has to override the clone method and implement this interface. So here, yeah, there's another thing is you have to override it to make it a public in order to use it. So this is protected in the object class. So that's true. This is also correct here. So is protected. You cannot use it here if it's not overridden in the circle class. After you override the clone method and make it public in the circle class, the program can the program, so not the, this is the program can compile and run just fine. No, it cannot run because this is, yeah, because you're gonna have a null. That's right. Yeah, that's because it's going to be a null. Yes, that's right. If geometric object implements clonable and circle overrides the clone method will work fine to clone circle objects, and the clone method and override the clone method. Yeah, so that's fine. This is all. Yeah. Which of the foreign statements is false? If you compile an interface without errors, a dot class file is created for the interface. I think that's correct. So we need to identify the false. If you compile a class without error, but with warnings, this is also, that classifies credit. If you compile a class with errors, that classifies credit for the class. No, that's false. If it's error and no, that classifies credit. If you compile interface without error, but with warning, and this is still true. Which of the following statements are true? Inheritance models is a relationship between two classes. That's right. A straw is a relationship describes a direct inheritance in relationship between two classes. A weak is a relationship describes that a class has certain properties. That's right. A straw is a relationship can be represented using class inheritance. That's right. A weak is a relationship can be represented using interface. That's right. What is the best suitable relationship between employee and faculty? Okay, inheritance. Employee, faculty is employee. Assume an employee can work for only one company. What is the best suitable relationship between company and employee? It's going to be compensation. The relationship between an interface and the class that implements it is between interface and the class, it's inheritance. Okay. It's a subtype. Okay. The rational class in this chapter is defined as a subclass of java.len.number. Which of the following expression is correct? This, no, you cannot use this. No, this is not a static method. So this is not, no, it's not a static method. So here, this is okay. This is the correct. And yes, you can even use this. So two value. I don't think there's two double values. So this should be C and E. The rational class in this chapter extends java.len and implements java.len.comparable. So here you have this number. So that's fine. You have rational, integer, double, and now you do this sort. No, that's not going to work because number does not implement the comparable interface. So the program has a runtime error because I think the program has a compile error because number is declared. No, this is still okay, not the reason. The program has a runtime error because numbers is declared as, so you cannot assign this to it. No, that's not. The program has a compile error because numbers as cannot be passed to this. No, the program has a runtime error because the compare to method is in rational integer double class do not compare values of one type with other type. So that's because the number here. Numbers. The number class does not implement the comparable interface. All right, which of the following statements are true? A class should describe a single entity and all the class operations should logically fit together to support a coherent purpose. That's right. A class should always contain a no-arg constructor. I think I would have said it's something is probably recommended. So should always, so probably too strong. The constructors must always be public. Well, what about the abstract classes? Probably we should leave it unchecked here. The constructor may be protected. Yeah, that's probably the best is to choose A and D. So which of the following is poor design? A data field is derived from other data fields in the same class. That's poor design. No, that's a poor design. It's you should not do that, derive the data fields. So a data field derived from other data fields, then you don't need to declare this data field. A method must be invoked before invoking other methods in this. A poor design, I think it's, you can see this, it has to be all of the above. A parameter is passed from a constructor to initialize a static field. A method is an instance method, but it does not reference any instance data fields or invoke any instance methods. That method should be static. All right, so let's check everything here. All right, we have mistakes. Okay, so the mistakes is right here is the one it's from the previous video. So it's this. Let's see. We didn't fix it. It's from the previous video. So it's BD. It's B. So there's one here. Okay. All right. So this video is actually starting from 22 all the way down to the end. There's no errors. Thank you very much for watching this video on multiple choice questions for chapter 13 of the Java book. Goodbye.